It's possible, new life. Anything is possible, right? When we come with curiosity and ask the questions.
And I remember Craig having that word about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Just, yeah, it's very good. Awesome. Yeah, man. I'm very, with my words, it's so coming.
So in
I have a lot.
we can look at preventing versus creating.
Preventing versus creating. Yes. Preventing versus creating. Wow. The yin and yang, I don't know. It's like either. What are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? Why are we gonna choose this one? Yeah, where are we gonna choose this one? Yeah. I think I'll choose this. Oh my goodness, yeah. I choose to let the old go and bring the new. I choose. Wow. I choose curiosity, observing with compassion. Yeah.
It's interesting. It's preventing or creating.
Yeah.
Are both creations. They're both creating.
Our thoughts are creation. Do you know that?
Yeah.
That's how powerful we are. Yeah. So it's not the structure of a thing. It's actually internally actually allowing all the feelings, emotions, and all the things that coming up that you did experience in the past. And that's what stops you from preventing, because you don't need to go through having a heartbreak again, or having a rejection, or somebody critically just insulting you. Let's put it like that. Yeah. Just all that, just you go through all that. And then you say, how can I bring this to a new experience? Yeah. How can I prevent something that I would just love, because I would just love it just because, and go into that and be that and let it be all new again. Because everything can be new again. It can. It's letting go of all those things that you have sabotaged and you've self-talked and you've given yourself the punishment. So when you punish others. When you hurt yourself, you're going to hurt others. When you mean to yourself, hard, just the worst enemy, you become the worst enemy to everyone else. You are a reflection of what you are saying and what you're doing.
Afternoon, Chi.
Afternoon, Chi.
Afternoon. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the tribe.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah.
The words, I would say, words swirling for me are new. Curious observation with compassion. Momentum. Creation. Creating. Choosing. Choice.
Wow.
Jesse, as you were talking to creation, what came up for me was that there's a positive and a negative for me with the charge of creation. And that's because we either do it awares or unawares.
Mm. No, that's true.
And that's
Yeah, that's so true.
it's just a different way of saying what
Yeah.
you've already said.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what's so wonderful and powerful, that you can go from the unconscious, the conscious to the, the unconscious to the
Yes.
conscious, and be aware again. Yeah. And that's where you get to neuroplasticity, later the neurons come together, experiencing something new. And when you experience something new, the body is saying, yes, please, in what you are experiencing at that moment. So are you preventing, or are you creating a good feeling? To be charged, to know that I can bring into existence now of what I'm choosing. Because this is the power of our words. And not only the power of our words, but with each other. You can break somebody, or you can make somebody with your words. Yeah. So this is what is so beautiful, to be able to come as a creator, because that's who you are. You are a creator. And to embody that and say, now, what is the obvious? You know?
My word for today is rejuvenate.
Oh.
I'm having a juice fast today for the next 2 days. So yeah, rejuvenate.
It's funny that you say rejuvenate and you're doing a juice. I'm also doing, I'm doing it. Well, I've started already with my juice, but I'm now on I think it's my fifth day, fifth day today. Yeah. So good for you. Good for you. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Delicious. Delicious. Isn't it?
A
Your
beautiful
word,
Ian.
yeah, your word is edible. I could eat it. I could drink it. It's hydrating me completely. You know what I mean? It's like, woo, my cells are jumping left and right, they're back and forth. Come play with me, come play with me, come play with me, come play with me in New York. Come play with me in New York next year. Our cells and bodies are saying, yes, coming. Yeah, it's beautiful. Well done. Awesome. It's awesome. Super great. Super happy to hear that. Beautiful. I'm gonna share you. I'm gonna share this just because it's fun. My juice today will be day 5. It's a berry green. It's 3 handfuls of mixed greens, 1 cup of frozen strawberries, 1 cup of frozen berries, 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. That's my juice for the day. Delicious. Yeah, delicious. Yeah. It's really delicious to nourish the body. Shows so much compassion and kindness to it, you know. Because we hurt our bodies, you know.
We tax them.
Yeah, man, I tell you. Yeah.
Let's see if I make 3 days. I made 2 days last time. So
Well done. Yeah.
I just like
awesome.
food, so it's like, I like food.
Yeah. Can I ask what's your favorite? Like, what do you favor? Like when it comes
All
to food?
food. All
All
food.
food. Oh yeah, me too, man. Me too. Yeah, I hear that. So we got, you know, we in the city of food. You know that, right? We got a little Italy. Like it's like you go into Italy. We have a little Italy. We have Chinatown. It's like going to China. Literally, it's Chinatown, baby. It's all there. Go to the East Village. You got like, oh my God, it's just gonna be quite a adventure, let me tell you, because we got it all year when it comes to food, my dear. Yeah. And I get to spoil you. Oh. Mm. And show you all my favorite recipes and foods and places that we're going to go and eat. Yeah. We're going to have a good time. Let me tell you. And lots of laughter. Lots of it. Like serious laughter. We're going to laugh our heads off. We're going to laugh so much. Yeah. Mm.
The sharing of joy.
Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite in New York.
You also will feel a lot of the energy, you know, different energies all around the city. Like I'm by the water, right? So yeah, it's just a whole different energy going down here. And then you just got to go further up or go across the street, across the highway. And there's a whole different other energy that you're facing. Yeah. And it's so incredible to know your environment. It's so crucial, you know, the environment. And to have your energy placed that you can feel, you know, how you want to feel. Be at home with yourself, you know, be at home with others, you know, eat what you want to eat, drink what you want to drink, go to bed when you decide to go to bed. You know what I mean? You decide, you choose. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing when you get that. And it's just your heaven. It's your life. It's new. And it doesn't matter if you've done it for 40, 50, 60 years. Things can change instantly. I don't say it changes instantly like that. I say it can change instantly, but there's a process, but that's okay. You can deal with the process, but it is possible. Yeah. And it's a true story because it's a living proof. It's my story. So when you speak, let it be life. because that's what we're here for, to choose life, to live the life that we love, that we 100% deserve. Yes, deserve. And there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to prove. But be curious. Show compassion to yourself. Yeah, it's just so beautiful when you're in that place. You only will attract what internally you are feeling about yourself, about others, and what the world. And it will come automatically so quickly that you'll go, oh my God, I'm turning thoughts into things.
Yeah, I've got an example of that. My friend
Yeah.
who comes to save me sometimes, she's doing a uni course at the moment. And she keeps saying to herself that she's gonna fail the uni course. Her laptop's broke twice. Everything, because she's thinking it, her laptop keeps breaking.
Yeah.
Where stuff got deleted off the laptop, all the work, and I'm like, it's because you think you're gonna fail, so you know.
Yeah. Just what are you preventing and what are you creating? This is very powerful 2 words, yeah. You know, very powerful. Wow.
So if we think of it, if we say we're always going for what we want,
No,
if we're always going for what we want, the 2 roads we take are preventing or creating it.
There's it. Boom. Yeah. Yes.
And I
What
think
a
we
privilege.
are always doing, quote, what we think is best.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So in doing what we think is best, maybe not think, but we're always, what we do, we're either avoiding, preventing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Resisting, or allowing. And only in the feeling, only in the sense, only in the charge can we, when we're observing, can we see the difference.
Oh, yes. And what an experience that is, you know. Literally, that's what experience is, what it is. If that's the experience of that. And really observing, like it's so interesting when it comes up. You know, who's that? Who's speaking to me now? Like, what is that? Yeah, no, sorry. That's not what I'm choosing today. And I just go, oh, what am I choosing? Oh, that's what I'm choosing. Oh, okay. And that's it. You know, on a practical level of just taking that creation, that's what I'm choosing. I'll just be curious about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just curious.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like, wow, you go, oh, wow, yeah, interesting. And then things just come up, boom, boom, boom. And it just follows through. But it's that.
We use cheese words this morning of peace, love, and light.
My favorite 3 words.
Like peace, right? peace.
Oh,
I think of before working here. It's like a peace was what I wanted, but I couldn't find it. Inner peace. It's the structure, right? It was, in all reality, my thinking was preventing it.
Is it? Is it? Ooh, diamonds are coming. Diamonds are here now. Ooh, gold. Yes.
I love the conversation.
Yeah. Yes,
Well,
you're
you
on target.
contributed.
Yeah, this is very powerful. Ooh, this is good. this is going deep now. Get ready to deep dive now, baby. Get ready. Take your oxygen tanks out. Ooh, take a deep breath there. Ooh, smell that. Smell that. That's new, baby. That is new coming. Ooh.
Do you have something for us, Chi?
I just want to say I love to listen to this conversation. So it's empowering me.
Yeah, you're contributing to it.
Amen. Yeah.
We are creating it with our words.
Yes.
With the intention and attitude of collaboration. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, me too.
Feel that momentum. Feel that momentum.
Momentum. Yes, come now. Let's go. And let's not go, that's the thing. It's just everything is moving. Everything's moving. And that's why it's so beautiful to be in the present moment, just to experience all what you can create, all that it's just, yeah, it's a beautiful. And to observe it, knowing that you're the creator. So you're just observing it. Yeah. Yeah. Knowing that you are inner peace, you are inner peace, you are joy, you are loved, you are love. People say that whatever you heard about what they thought of you, you can say, no, I'm actually very kind. I'm a kind person. No, no, I'm actually this. You need to speak. And don't allow others to define you, to put you on a box, to make you say you're too much. You're too loud, you're too soft, you're too shy. Your hair color, everything from head to toe. They'll have something. Somebody will have something to say. But it's what you need to know, what you know in your own heart, and be honest enough to say, now I choose this. And this is who I am. And this is who I become, with allowing the momentum of your life to show up for yourself, not even for others, for yourself. Because you matter. You matter. And you got to fill yourself up with that words. You got to fill up yourself with that life that you can give it to others and encourage others. Because once it comes from a place of love, once it comes from a place of integrity, once it is in place to add on and not take, but just give, just for the giving, everyone gets blessed. Everyone prospers. Everyone gets upgraded. We're all trying to find home, but actually home has never left you. Because only you can leave yourself, and only you can forsake yourself, and only you can sabotage yourself, and only you can be your worst enemy, and only you can not do the things that you want to do because you are in your own way. It's you. It's not other people.
Let me add to that, Nikki. It's you choosing to be a victim.
Amen. There's it. There's it.
Harsh
Wow.
word, right? It's a
Shuffle.
harsh. It can
No,
be
it's
feel like a
powerful.
knife.
It's perfect. That's it.
Jesse, sorry,
And-
what was the last thing that you said?
So good.
So it can feel like a knife.
Yes.
That word, the victim, can feel
Yeah.
like a knife. We want to
Yeah.
avoid it. We want to get away from it. But it's when we can say, oh, I see where I am
Yeah.
playing a victim pattern.
That's it. That's it.
We can say, oh, no more. I don't want that. I don't want to be
it.
that.
No. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Beautiful.
That's that tricky mind. That's the mind that can slip out of anything and justify the other side. That's observing, Allison.
That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I keep
Wow.
thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
No. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you.
One can feel the love and light shine through. From all of you, your words you're using every time to choose the most powerful word there is, our choice.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Amazing. And we get to experience it together. You see, this is what's so wonderful when a person comes together. You become stronger. You become, there's more options to take. Yeah, there's more clarity. There's more understanding. And what's more powerful than look at yourself and say, oh, okay. How would I like to show up, or how would I like to be in this moment right now? How would I like to be?
Just hear the curiosity in that question.
It's so powerful.
The possibilities.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Morning, Craig.
Morning, Craig.
Morning, Craig.
Morning, Craig.
Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, everyone.
So we're really swimming in structure this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And this keeps coming. I'm going to work it a couple of ways here. One is when we dream about what we want, that is a positive. That's a promotion, right? That's a creative structure. There's a good feeling about the future when we have, right? When we have what we want, when we living our desires, when we get there, That'll be a positive feeling. So in the present moment, we think positively about that. Yeah, so good. That's a starting position. Now, if we look at the majority of people, how they're living the present moment unaware, scrambling, running around, what is their majority charge, does it appear to be? To me, it appears to be negative.
And
Worrying, preventing, limitations, playing small, fretting, stressing, anger, hate,
greed.
greed, division, divided, separate. It's like, oh, so
Judgment.
now, but I miss that again.
Oh, judgment.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Lots of
Oh,
judgment.
Yeah,
Lots
let's not
and lots
forget
of
the
judgment.
judgment one. Yeah, that's a good
Mhm.
one. Oh, yeah, that one. Mm.
Fear.
fear, yes.
Oh,
So you can see how we are being the present moment, how those negative charges are different than the positive charges. And those two will oppose each other, right? They'll oscillate back and forth. There's no momentum in that. So there's two things we can do, right? Two things is we can recondition our choice, our thinking in the present moment of now, or we can change our behaviors and say, when I have what I want, I'll be in fear. I'll be living in fear. I'll be worried, stressed. I'll be a judger, right? And that'll be negative. It's like those two things, right? Life would work, would flow better. So it's like comes down to which one do we want to change? Practicing that didn't come out right.
Maybe easier would be which one do we want to be rather than which one do we want to change.
I want to be the most loving,
Thank you.
kind, heart-centered version of myself that I can be.
Yes. Yes.
oh, yes, Ian.
I think most people do, right? They really deep down, we really do. Like that's part of reaching and trying to get back to home. Just really just their in authentic self.
Because most people don't know themselves. You have to get to know yourself.
That's it. And that's where all that fear and prevention has come from, is the family structures, the society structures that we're unaware of. Unaware that we're living our life in fear. We're unaware that we're judging one another. We're unaware that we're angry. We're unaware that we're frustrated.
Yep.
And in that unaware, we just keep replaying the same patterns. It shapes how we're being.
Yeah. It's a loop.
It's an
It comes back.
unresolvable loop.
It's like totally.
Unresolvable.
Yeah. There's a saying that children, you know, there's adults, but they're actually children walking in adults' bodies. Unresolved trauma, you know, pain, difficulties, experiences, yeah, have kept them stuck because they felt, yeah, that they weren't loved, yeah, or just not worthy enough. I don't know, in the sense of not thinking that, you know, being perfect enough. I don't, you know, you have these things that, you know, why did it have to be you? Why did it have to be you? Why did you have to go through that? And when you make that decision to say, well, what do I need to know here? Because life is not about suffering here. We didn't come here just to suffer. That's an option. Pain is inevitable. It's going to happen. We're going to fall in love with someone and they're going to hurt us. It's when you have that understanding, that when you have that understanding of being compassionate for somebody that you know, that you've experienced, so you can have the compassion. And then see them as innocent, because that's what they really are. They're innocent. These things that were done were not asked. We didn't ask for this. And that is why we call it a journey. A life of being a human on this earth. And to do that goes deep. You have to go deep with yourself. You have to be really honest with yourself. And say, when is it really enough? When does it really say, this stops here? It stops here with me. Whatever ancestral, whatever was done in the previous lives, this life, the future, you stop here with me. I choose now. I decide now. This is what I'm going for.
That is a part of the awakening.
Yeah.
Not happening for me, it's happening to me.
Yeah, there's it.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Mm.
Yeah, and
Gotta
that's because so many of those suffering cycles
Mm.
are being resolved in this generation.
Mm. Mm. Very true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just starts with us.
Yeah. Because we are the survivors.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
the beauty. We are the survivors. And so that's where we get to really
Yeah, survivors are those of us who are designated to live through those resolutions.
Mm.
And every one of us has a piece
Hi.
of that
Thank you.
to live through.
Hi.
That's why it's so important that we guide and help each other through those.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, that we don't avoid them, but we actually complete them.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
I'm saving my own soul. That's how I see it. We
What
can
you
only
say?
save ourselves. I'm saving
What's
my own soul. We can
you
only save
saving?
ourselves. Yes.
Amen. Save it, baby.
Or saving your piece of the collective soul.
Yeah.
Mm,
Hello, whatnot.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this is so powerful.
Yeah.
This
can
is
feel it.
this is definitely is. I will say that for my own opinion, and that's my opinion. This is a masterclass. And I'm not saying that in on a level of whatever people want to label. I'm talking masterclass here. I know. I'm telling you this. Yeah. So yeah, it's you. Yeah. This is co-creating with pure genius, with pure gifts and greatness. And that is so beautiful to be able to witness with each other and to see each and everything come through divinely, perfectly, just what you need to take you to the next step. Because that's what it is here. It's just taking steps. We're not yet, we can do quantum jumping, of course, but we're jumping very quick now. It's quick jumping. You can be in one reality and then you can be in the next reality in the next day. It's changing very fast. So this is why it is beautiful when somebody resonates and it's really resonating to you and it's really speaking to your heart. Then you really take it and nourish yourself with this, because this is living bread. This is living. This is what living is for you. You will not need to even eat, because you will be so full that you will be just going wow the whole day for a couple of months maybe. But I tell you, you keep on with this. And I will encourage this, because I know that when you stay on a path, that you know that when you leave a call, you're feeling better about yourself. Or even when you leave something and you have to question yourself, even when you have to leave something and you're curious about that, that is absolutely self-allowing to say, what am I choosing now? What environment do I want to be in now? You get to choose that now. And how wonderful it's to co-create with others that want the same. Tell me about if that's not powerful. That's power. And that's who you are. You are powerful. You're not the victim. We have victim mentality because poor me. Yes, I hear that. But if you want to have real going forwards to seeing what is here for me, oh, then you got to open yourself to new things, new opportunities. Yeah. Get into relationships that are very, very good for you. Truthfully, but good for you. Yeah. Yeah. And it'll take you places. It will give you that jump that you need. And that's all a person really needs. Sometimes just a little jump. Yeah. But it's wonderful. And it makes me happy to hear that you can register and you can fill yourself up. And when you leave this call, it can take you through your day, because that's the momentum you want to stay with. You want to stay with that momentum, with the love in your heart, that you got the support, that there's people listening and understanding. There's people advising in a way that can only be of constructive, like creation. Yeah, we're not going in the problem. Pure creation. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. So yeah, thank you for that, Hans. And Chi, when he said, he takes us in. Yes.
Yeah.
You can
I
hear
just believe
something,
that-
but yeah, you can hear, but
I just believe that everything happens for a reason. And I have delved into a couple of my past lives, and it's made like so much sense why I chose this incarnation. So
Mm.
everything happens for a reason. Yeah. Like I don't mind giving this example. And I know I'm telling a bit of a story, but that's okay. In one of my past
Yeah.
lives, I had a past life regression. And one of my past lives that I found out about, I was female. I lived in the 1940s, and apparently I was really stunning. I was absolutely beautiful. And apparently every man I met wanted to date me. Every man was obsessed with me, and apparently I could have had any man that I wanted. And because I was so physically attractive, I became a model. And my career, my life revolved around my appearance and my weight. Because I needed to stay slim, I needed to be pretty. So my life revolved around my looks and my weight. And so in this incarnation, I experienced so much positivity for my appearance in that incarnation and so much praise. In this incarnation, my soul wanted to experience the opposite. So before I came here, I sat down and I said, I want to experience a lot of negativity for my appearance because I want to know what it feels like to experience so much negativity.
Oh my God.
I chose to have a condition that affects my weight because I was so obsessed with my weight in that incarnation because I was this model, I was so obsessed with being slim. So I was like, I want to have this condition where I can't control my weight because I was so obsessed with my weight in that lifetime. So yeah.
Oh God, I'm
Reasons that-
so
there's reasons
grateful
for
you
everything.
shared this.
Yeah, there's reasons for
I'm
everything.
so
And that's why I've experienced quite a lot of negativity for my appearance. Because in that incarnation, I experienced so much positivity, like just people loving me for my appearance. So our souls want to experience the opposite. So my soul wants to experience what it's like being judged for appearance.
oh my gosh, I'm so grateful
Mm-hmm.
you've shared that.
But yeah, it all made sense.
Oh, it
All
makes
sense.
100%. And I just, wow, amazing because, wow, and you know the meaning. I don't know why we mentioned earlier on about the meaning, but when you know the meaning of something, it gives you so much deeper rooted that, okay. So it doesn't matter what you're facing on the outside, within, when you really know that meaning, the true meaning of who you are, the true meaning of your calling, the true meaning of your purpose, even with the chaos around you, that is the example you set. Because then you can execute. Yeah, you can go forth and you can just allow yourself to experience that, because it's not good or it's not bad. It's just what it is. And then you get to make it up. Right? Yeah. Wow. And how true is that? Yeah.
It has really helped because it's helped me to see why I chose this body, and it's helped me to come to terms to peace with it because I chose all I know why I chose it. So, yeah.
Oh my. You one powerful house. I'm telling you. Wow. You really are. And I'm, wow.
I
Wow.
second the powerhouse, Nikki.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Wow. Yeah.
In the past incarnation, my looks are very important to me, but in this incarnation, what within is important to me, what I've got within my soul, the
Yeah.
inside.
That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And allowing that you know, within having to know that, the actual outside will form into what you are choosing. It becomes so so good for you that you go, wow, I've been fighting this my whole life, and it actually was always just where it needed to be. You.
Happening for me, not to me.
Yeah, that's right, working for you, through you, around you. Wow.
Yeah, now when you
Wow.
start changing the expressions of your DNA, there'll be a lot of wisdom around that,
God Almighty.
around what actually manifests, what shows up.
Yeah, beautiful. Ooh, very good.
I'm going to tie that a little, I'm going to connect that a little closer. Meaning starting with the stories and the feelings as we reshape that, if we look at our perspective from a different starting position, that begins to feed the cells differently, right? It begins to nurture them differently, changing everything from the inside out.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, well said, Jesse.
Yes, absolutely. Totally.
Changing it into non-judgment. Even when you're beautiful, you're judging yourself, and other people say, wow, and it's a judgment. Then it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, it's a judgment. It's their point of view.
Yeah, so true.
So that's interesting, Hans, because for me, I use the two words that I use around judging. One is obviously judging, and the other is assessing. And assessing for me is neutral. Judging is negative. That's for me. So if something is beautiful, I assess it as beauty.
That's it. Yeah.
It just has that word just has a softer, well, it's softer, but it's also, it's more, it allows for more collaborating, I think. Yeah. Judging is very separating.
Yeah.
It also allows you to see beauty in pain.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Great one, Craig.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then you assess whether you want to collaborate with that pain or not. You can still value it for its beauty, but you might not want to be part of it.
Mm.
Even though we are connected to everything, right? So it's got to do with a layer of collaboration. I don't know if that came out right.
Yeah, or engagement with it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Based on your level of consciousness.
Yeah. Just because it shows up doesn't mean that there's a requirement to engage with it.
But that's what I
Mm.
like about Alison. Alison says assist it, because when you assist it, you're not judging on it. So then you
Yeah.
become more open to speaking to something that what you're choosing and what you want to feel, or what you want to experience. Because a lot of people are very hard on themselves. They are their worst enemy. And their self-talk is so sabotaging. They beat themselves up. They actually beat themselves up. They punch walls in the walls. Yeah. They break things. They throw things. They got a lot of anger. And that's also a reflection of how they react to others, because it's rage and anger. But what actually is here is having to know the self-talk. What are you really telling yourself? And you hear it constantly through the day. People saying, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, you fool. Oh, what an idiot. Like, dumb, so dumb. You unconsciously don't know, but when you're observing that, it's affecting your whole vagus nerves. It's affecting your whole body. And that your body, your feelings, and your feelings will go into an emotion of action. And that's where you have to guard your heart, because your heart is saying, no, that's not what you really are. It's just a little mistake, eh? It's just a mistake. It can be rectified, okay? Then you go, oh, I see, okay, yeah, that's right. It's not that bad. Yeah, I can try again. Yeah? Do you know what I mean?
You have to develop the ability to laugh at yourself.
Yeah, and it's this relationship you have with yourself, like you're the other person's best friend. And then you become your best friend. And then that becomes the obvious, because you will just attract perfectly in the right order the people that come to be your friend, but be a real friend. And I'm about having real friends, relationships that are meaningful, that are purpose, and going places.
I just went through a course, a fate reading course. One of the things I learned that we can go back and heal our inner child. It's true, and it's by creating a perfect kindergarten in our own mind. Go back and say whether we are something happened at the age of 5 or 10 or something. Go back and say, "I love you, and I'm here for you." Just talk to your inner child. Yeah, you can heal your inner child by just showering it with love.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So it's the same when you talk to your children. How would you talk to your children? They make a mistake or they don't get it right, right? It's all self-talk.
Exactly. So important.
So it's the same with yourself. How you self-talking? How you speaking to yourself?
But how can they not get it right?
What do you mean not get it right?
How can they not get it right? Like who says they're not getting it right?
No, metaphorically speaking, yeah. We're not speaking personally to one-to-one. We're talking
but there's
overall.
a judgment in there, is what I'm saying.
No one's saying right or wrong. We're saying when we feel that we are feeling that we're failing, or we're going into a spiral that is just allowing us to be sabotaged ourselves, because that's only you sabotage yourself. No one else does. It's your perception, your assumptions, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Because when you really get down to the nitty-gritty, people can think, oh, well, You're not hearing, but yeah, right now I've got a problem with my hearing at the moment. Yeah. So my hearing is not 100% well as I would like it to be, but that's why the calls, I'm just listening and thinking, oh, what is happening? Because I heard echoes yesterday and things ringing. So obviously there's things that are happening to my hearing at the moment. So, but people can also assume that, yeah, whatever they want to assume. But if you get down to the meaning of things, that's what we're talking about. What is the meaning of it? And when you get the meaning of it, you go, oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that somebody somewhere deemed or judged that something wasn't right.
Well, that is judging. You are judging them.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that is judging. Well, that's judging. But we're talking self-talk to ourselves every single day.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the self-talk picks up that judgment.
Because you're
So,
judging
Craig,
yourself. That's what it's judging is. That's the judgment you give to yourself. You're your own judgment. You are your own judge. You're the jury. You're doing it. You're creating it as we're speaking right now. So how would you like to create it? How would you like it to be?
Well, you got to release the judgment.
Yeah, sir. That's what we're talking about. That's the self-talk. So how would you do that?
So
Okay,
I
what
had
you're
a bit of a
saying is,
different.
It's to be kind and compassion. Kind and compassion and curiosity was many words that are spoken today. And that's what you give to yourself. And when you can give that to yourself, you'll be able to give it to others.
So then there's no such thing as not getting it right.
When you're aware of it, that is true.
Absolutely. I mean, it's obviously the obvious here, but I don't know. I'm full with that one, so move on.
I heard a difference between assessing and judging in what Nikki was talking about.
Mm.
And when she was talking about self-talk for herself,
amen,
it was an assessment. It wasn't a judgment.
Amen, amen, and amen. Wow. Thank you, Allison. That was filling the cracks. Filling the crack there. Let the light shine through. Beautiful.
Yeah, I wasn't really referring to what Nikki was saying. I just put the question out there.
So there's the conversation of what did we do before we were aware? What was the patterns? What was the habits? And what do we do once we're aware of it? And in the context of going back to the inner child, right? We look at the mechanics that happened for that inner child to hold on to that self-talk, that story, that negative, that judger, right? And so as I think it was Chi was talking about going back to the inner child, to that, imagining that moment and giving love to the situation. What it reveals is that that child then has a different choice. See, the child didn't see that choice in the moment. They only knew to react as the judgment, to blame it on themselves, because that is the only thing that makes sense.
That's right.
That's the only thing that releases the tension.
That's right.
That judger. So that is how that pattern comes into existence. And it's different, unique for everyone else, but the mechanics are all the same.
Thank you.
And so in that, it's like, yes, Craig, now today, as an adult that sees we have the choices, we can say, oh, it was perfect. right? It was just right, but it was a choice that was made, that was held on to, that keeps playing over and over. And so the question is, how do you let go of that?
Hallelujah. There we go. There we go. Let's just sit with that one for a while. Yeah.
And that's what we do now when we're aware. We say, oh, I don't have to hold on to that one. I've got a choice that is expanding. It's not a limited, fixed, one way judging it has to be. And yes, today we can say, oh, yeah, there is your infinite choices. Choose one, pick whatever one you want. But when we're unaware of that, we're gripped, we're trapped, we're fixed in just our behavior.
Mm-hmm. Mission completion.
So for me, that's realizing
we have just landed.
For me, that's realizing that the judgment that was made was unfounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yes, it has to, because then we can let it go. It's like, oh, like it wasn't true. It wasn't true, but it was the best choice I had in the moment.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Compassion.
Yeah, good one. Good compassion. New,
very
right?
Compassion.
New peace allow.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful meaning, hey? Beautiful meaning, the meaning behind it, the real clarity of the meaning of that. And when you have the meaning of that, that's all it needs to be. It just needs to be. And then follow through. Just go forwards. Because it ain't gonna help when you look back, because nothing's there. You know? It's all illusional. It's all things that we made up to survive. Now's the choice.
Anything but love an illusion.
What's that, Ian?
Anything but love is an illusion.
Amen. There's it. I mean, let's just round that up, you know, for the the ones that are flying high, because yeah, we want it for all, for everybody.
So true, Ian.
Yeah, we want this for all, and that's the seed. That's the real seed, because it's ready, whatever you want it to be.
The only, like the importance of looking back is to let go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and realizing what was held on to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like one has to get in to get out.
There's it. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And have you noticed when you do let go of something, even if it's whatever it is, okay? Don't you realize that there's things that just come and you go, oh, wow. You know, oh, wow. Like, let's just say a relationship. You let go of that relationship because you know that it's not going, it's just something that of what it is. And when you let that go and you've made really peace with everything, intentionally to you know, depart in good terms. Yeah. I mean, it's just honest integrity. There's no bitterness. There's no ugly. There's no hurtful. It's just pure, easy. And when you have your heart full with letting that go, what comes next will surprise you, because you allow yourself to open up to new possibilities, and letting the old go, the old ways, the old thinking, the old stories, the old programs, the old, oh, I got this from this person and I got that from that person. That's why I'm like that. No. Boys are not allowed to cry. No. Oh, that's just how a boy is. No, that's not like a boy. That's not like a boy. Boy
Mine
had to
was,
condition. Yeah, he had to condition himself to not allow him to feel anything because there was expectations. What is a boy? And then becomes a man. What is he? But he didn't know who he was because he had to follow in everyone's footsteps to please and to know to keep whatever peace there has to be in the environment that he was, what he was in. So the boy grows up, but the boy is still conditioned in that way because it's programmed repeatedly, years and years and years of it. And now it's got to come out. It's got to come out and show himself as a man. But in his actual knowing that there's a little boy in there that needs to be heard and loved and nurtured. Until we can treat each other like that, that's where all peace comes to the world. That's love.
So then it's all about letting go of everything that was picked up.
Yes.
Or at least
that did not serve
examining
you.
everything that was picked up.
Yeah, and it didn't serve you. It didn't serve you. It took from you. It drained you. It depleted you. You almost took your life. So no, this
caused
is
a
where
lot of havoc.
Yeah. So this is new. This is what what you know, with Ian's word, new for the day. Yeah, this is a new day. We are doing things new. And it's so much more fun doing it together. Because I sure can't do it alone. That's for sure. But man, am I grateful. Yeah, I'm just saying grateful. I'm just showing my great gratitude, grateful. Yeah, great. Thank you. Thank you, Alison. Thank you.
I love the image that she brought in from the course in terms of creating the kindergarten that you want.
I love that too. Just love that. Me too.
Yeah, I got a memory of a girl who was learning to play piano. She overheard her parents talk about her that she would never learn to do clumsy and all that. And that stick with her for the rest of her life. So she was scared of everything. Clumsy. She later, an adult, recognized that and broke that pattern. That's when she started living that removing all this fear of failure.
Wow.
Because as a child, we believe in everything as our parents say. But it was just a moment that they didn't mean it, that he was clumsy, but that it was just, yeah, but it stuck with them. So that's just, I don't know whether with the child we're so dependent on others' view on us. That's where it's important to go back and heal our inner child. Because we tend to live in the mind more than in the heart.
Mm.
That's how society is here. Yeah, fear of judge, fear of the punishment, fear of this and that, and that go back and be heart-centered, loving yourself in order to love others. This is my take. But you're raising my vibration, really big time. All of you. The really humbling experience to be in this group. Thank you for that.
Well, you've done that for me too, Chi. Surviving and then thriving.
Yeah.
Having a family that you never thought that you could have.
Yes.
That was so
Yes.
inspiring for me yesterday when you shared all of that.
Yeah,
So thank you.
I heal myself by giving them all the love that I didn't have, that I didn't get myself. I shower them with love. I got it back. Yeah, I
bet you do.
And you also broke the cycle, the cycle of generations and generations and generations. You don't know how far back it can go. And it stopped with you. And so your children no need to go through the suffering, of abandonment. Yeah. They will know, they will always know they got a home. They always know who they will be. And that's the beautiful thing, that you've given them a new life through you. You've birthed that into them. I'm talking not birth them physically, because obviously you cannot birth children, right? We know that much. It was your wife that did that. But you actually brought life with your seed. Because without your seed, you wouldn't have 5 children. You multiplied. You've added on. And you've given us the opportunity to be in a relationship with you that strengthens us and can strengthen our children.
Yeah.
And that's the legacy that you're leaving, because that's the legacy of what it is.
Right.
Change is not easy, but it's worth it. So you're more than a survivor. You're a conqueror.
Yeah. Yeah, when see most of my children's classmates, their parents divorced and all that. So all the children nowadays, they're suffering big time.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, my son tells me the same. Because most of his friends,
I'm not allowing it to for my children.
Yeah,
it will be the for them forever.
Yeah, beautiful, hey? Beautiful. I salute you.
It's my
well done.
Yeah, my responsibility.
Yeah, it's beautiful, hey?
To care for them.
I got to tell you, well, that sounds like a man. That you would like. That sounds like a man to me. Thank you very much. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's again. Yeah.
Awesome.
The lack of responsibility toward our kids is so widespread. like I don't know who said before that they are adults. Yeah, we have to treat them like equal, not less than us, not smaller than us.
They are small humans, but human nonetheless.
They will be adults one day too. We're just a little ahead of them, but they will catch up. And, they're really tricking my complexity with each time I talk, because yeah, these dimensions coming back, from all this, because I was unprotected. So it was easy for people around to judge. Although I know I'm in a safe place, but yeah, again, I just have to remind myself that what thoughts that are serving me and what is not serving me. Judging myself is not serving me. Yeah, but I'm working on it 24/7, creating a perfect kindergarten in my head.
That's the beauty of being here. One is not only the creator, we got co-creators having their point of view, so you can get much more perspective.
That's why I'm so grateful for this group.
Gee, I love that phrasing of what serves us and what doesn't serve us. And how are we serving the gift of the life that we were given?
This is absolutely a wonderful, amazing place to be. So I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you. And thank you, Alison, for reminding me of thanking my wife.
I'm sure you don't have to, but I would like you to thank her from me.
He had a rough background too, with dysfunctional family, with a brutal mother. So you have to break the cycle too.
And you've done it together. And that's amazing.
She has some
Divine
other
union.
questions than me. Sorry, Ian.
Divine union.
Divine. Yeah. Divine union.
Nice, yeah. So beautiful.
Yeah, I wear a hat that says I choose divine beauty right now.
And divine beauty chooses you.
Thank you.
Nice one, Nikki.
It's a nice one to play with too. You know, that's why I've always loved relationships. You know, I've always been very fond of that. You know, relationships. Yeah. Because I know how people can really build you up, and I can also know how people can tear you down. And I've had both to the extreme. And so I had to get to the neutral place of coming out of my trauma. And allow myself to be present today in saying we are mirroring the reflection of our relationships. And that is why when there's a question of disagreement or whatever the scenario is, you got to question not the question itself, but ask, what do I need to know about that? And your reaction will be not of a reaction, it will be more of a response.
Right.
Because you have the meaning behind it. Are you trying to be right? Or are you trying to bring out something out of somebody that can know what they need to know? Not what you tell them, but what they need to know. Difference. Because as long as we're here on earth, we're going to be around people. People do not escape. So we're either going to confront it head on and say, okay, that's what it was. Wasn't fair. Sorry you went through it. Terrible. Should have never have happened. But how are you going to carry on? You're going to stay with that story because you are the author of your book. You're the author of your book right now. You're the author of your life. So you ask that question now.
Guys, I'm gonna go. I'm going to the cacao event. So much love all.
Ian,
For,
thank
yeah.
you. And I'm also going to go with Ian. Thank you very much, everybody. This was so fruitful. I feel so full.
Thank you, both of you.
My heart is just like so much with everyone today. And I'm just sending so much love and peace and joy. Much love. Thank you so
Love
much.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care of yourself, Nikki. Bye.
Bye, both. I think it's a good time. Great morning. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you so much, Jess. Have a good day.
Thank you. You guys all too. Till next time.
Take care, Jess.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.